Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Seriously What, the podcast, hosted by myself, Diana, and my sister,
Oksana.
Welcome, and I'm really glad we're all here together today. We wanted to start a podcast, by we I mean me. Cheers to our first episode.
Finally.
We wanted to start a podcast to talk about all the things we see in social media, all the things we see in newspapers and just around the world, the current trends we are noticing in either pop culture, social justice that's happening all around the world, different social issues that are pertaining to our life, and seeing how they impact myself, yourself, and like the society we're part of.
And political.
Yeah, and political, of course. And other fun things that we find of interest and that we got into maybe in the last couple of years, right? So today's episode is going to be about something fun that we both really got into in the last, for me, I think it's been like year and a bit.
Yes, year and a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's K-pop and the rise of K-pop in North America in particular. So, Oksana, you've been to Korea before.
Yes, I have.
Okay. And
for my 18th birthday.
Exactly.
Not for my 18th birthday, but I just so happened to have my 18th birthday there.
There you go. And while this was a little while ago,
15 years ago.
Smidge, a little while ago, so pretty recent, I guess. Maybe not for some of us. What was your opinion of the Korean culture and people while you were there?
It was my first time being in Asia, so that was a shock compared to...
That was before China? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, that was before China.
Okay, cool.
So it was my first time being in Asia. I was there for modeling, and it was a big culture shock in terms of, in Toronto, where we live, there's a lot more nature. And
yes.
I guess we're in a more like residential neighborhood.
Sure. We're on the West End.
So in Seoul, where I was, it was quite busy.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I was there in like November as well. So
okay.
It's not like you have like green grass and like green trees and stuff, right? The hustle and bustle, the non-stop flow of people, all the lights, all the pollution, all the new and exciting smells, and all the insane shopping. I think that was kind of the biggest one. Yeah,
that's true.
Surprisingly, I wasn't into K-pop then, nor was I into Korean barbecue.
It's true.
Our current obsession as well.
So good. And
But
Korean fried chicken. Let's not leave out the chicken.
And soju.
Yeah.
I mean, I did try soju, but when you're a teenager, any type of alcohol is just tastes disgusting, and you're just like absorbing it.
But was it unflavored soju? Because I know that's the popular choice in Korea now.
There's just a lot of mixed drinks. Oh, and the one thing that really, really stood out was Jaeger bomb shots and like beer. That was like a huge thing, and I was like, this is so disgusting.
Yeah, it's true. Well, the Jaeger shots we did here with the Red Bull were not any better. Just gonna say.
No, it was beer. Yeah, it was beer.
Because they tend to mix everything with beer to make it a little lighter and more palatable, I guess. Yeah, we're not fans of beer in this household. No, not our.
We women.
We women.
We women are not fans of beer.
We women in our family are not fans of beer.
Yes,
that is correct.
Oh yeah, even our mom doesn't drink beer. No, occasionally.
She'll sip a little bit, but like, she's not gonna order a beer in a restaurant by any means. I have never seen that happen in our very short life.
Ooh, the other thing, now that I'm remembering, the other thing I loved about Korea was all the stationery that was there. So even just like at like tiny little convenience stores and stuff, you have cute little stationery.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
That's true.
And the street food.
Oh my God. I know. I really want to go and take a look. I want to try all the food.
I want to go again.
You want to go again? I know. That is something we are working towards actively. And by actively, I mean we're daydreaming.
Yes. Yeah. Passively, we're
passively more than actively.
Passively dreaming about it.
Yeah.
All right. So K-pop.
Think back to that time now. What was the first songs you remember like during that time, maybe not in Korea, but in our teenage years, later, early 20s, when we were growing up, what do you remember the most as having like broken out into like the North American or like Western musical scene?
Like which artists?
Which artists, and when did you become aware of how fun and like engaging? And I don't know, I feel like a lot of the K-pop that we see now, for us, we were discussing this earlier, it's very, I feel like a lot of millennials enjoy it because it seems very familiar. The beats, the melodies, it's very early 2000s, and it's
groups, girl groups.
Yeah, exactly. Nostalgia is real, and it's like I feel like a lot of the audience that we see is engaged with that. Were there any bands or like situations you remember when you were traveling?
Big Bang!
Yeah? What about them?
So I was in, oh man, pretty sure this was Italy. I had a roommate, another model roommate, and she was from, I think, she was either like Germany or from Germany or from Romania, and she loved Big Bang, and I think that was my first introduction to it. And the song was called Lies.
Lies. That's a good song.
I can't remember.
That's true.
Sorry, but I love you, da da da. My heart, da 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 da. Tell me more.
We're not musicians.
Wait,
What?
was it even on TV in Korea? Or maybe not. Anyways.
Well, they're ahead of us, so I wouldn't be surprised.
That's true.
Yeah, so for me, it was in 2012. Psy, Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Remember how everybody
That was
loved?
Like mainstream.
Yes. Yes. Back when we had video DJs, back when we had like in Toronto, we had Much Music video, right? And you were watching all the videos. It's not like you don't see the videos now; you see them.
But there was no, YouTube wasn't mainstream.
Yeah, YouTube wasn't mainstream. You weren't following specific artists or groups.
It was the TV where you got
exactly. It was just music video channels you were following and watching. And everybody, I feel like that's when the flash mob started with the different like dances, right? Everybody started doing the crazy dances and flash mobs, and that was around that time. Yeah, so that was my first introduction to BTS and like Korean style of music that became huge in North America. I feel like before 100%. We were like in Europe, I don't know if maybe it was just the proximity, whatnot. Yeah, and the transference of artists, because you see like Eurovision, everybody's like from different countries, and contests like that we didn't have that in North America until everything is very like North American centric.
Yes, so everything, a lot of the stuff just came straight from Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. There was like
from LA.
Yeah, and like a lot of the stars from when we were growing up, like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, they were all in like Mickey Mouse clubs. Same thing with like Demi Lovato, who was like Disney kids, right? Miley Cyrus, exactly. So a lot of the stars that we have now, Ariana Grande, right? Like they were child actors and singers and like multi-hyphenates, as we call them. Yeah. And they just grew through that industry and like became mainstream because they had the talent, obviously, but then it was part of the norm, the production machine that North America has. Yeah. And I know that in Korea, like we see movies and videos of the behind the scenes of like the boy bands and the production machine that Korea has, which is completely different.
Mind you, we did have, North America had the Pussycat Dolls. Remember? So we had our own not talk show, what is it? Like a competition show where they like create a band versus in Korea, that's till this day still very popular, and some of the bands, some of the groups, that come into the limelight are from them.
Yeah, exactly.
But we never got any of that.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
So next topic then would be, when did we notice, like 2012 still, aside from Psy, I didn't notice
so this
any K-pop groups touring, or do you know what I mean? It wasn't so mainstream enough that us average people who weren't in the K-pop culture would notice.
Yeah, so I feel like that became more noticed in like 2018 with BTS when it reached the Billboard Top 100, Hot 100, I think it's called, and they beat out Drake Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, and we're the top Korean band.
I like how you mentioned the Canadians first.
Yeah.
You're not even the Canadians.
Sorry. Represent. Not well now, but represent regardless. But yeah, and in 2024, BTS is the top K-pop group with 3.9 billion streams. Yeah, on Spotify.
And are they?
And they're in the. That's their 7th consecutive year of being at the top.
Wow.
Since 2018, every single year they maintain their status. They haven't dropped. They're still in the same spot.
I don't know. So the 4th generation K-pop,
Which we're in now.
which we no. There's also 5th generation too.
Who's in the 5th generation?
5th generation is like Baby Monster. So they're the ones that came out like last year. But 4th generation is Stray Kids, Blackpink. Oh man.
ATs.
Yes, ATs, who've been around for like a few years.
NTC has been around.
Mm-hmm.
She missed her concert.
I did.
I went. It was nice.
I think I was busy working.
No, you were busy traveling. You were in Calgary during March break. Sorry.
Family vacations.
Yeah, family vacations. They get in the way of a good time sometimes.
Now, the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Did we go to any K-pop concerts?
We did go to K-pop concerts.
First time? No, not first time.
First.
Okay, so what was your first K-pop concert? Let's start there.
It was ATs last year.
Was it the one we went to together?
Yeah.
That was my first K-pop concert too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've been to every single K-pop concert together. Well, no, you've been to one more.
NTC, yeah.
Yeah.
So far, we have been together to ATs
last
year in August. Yeah, it was August last year.
Yeah, it was summer.
We went to Stray Kids this past June.
Phenomenal.
At Rogers Stadium. If anybody from Toronto knows what it's like. It was okay. Honestly, it was a great experience.
Yes, for the concert. Because we've been anticipating this concert since November when we bought tickets. Shout out to my husband who was the one also
trigger happy
in line and bought all tickets for all of us sisters and himself.
Yeah.
And then most recently we went to.
Where did we go?
Blackpink in your area.
So that was the first female K-pop group that we saw.
Ooh, I like this. Yes.
Yeah.
What were the good, the bad, the ugly?
Of which one?
All right, so let's say the good of Stray Kids.
The good of Stray Kids.
Is this your favorite K-pop group?
So I really do love Stray Kids. I think when it comes to energy and drama, they're up there with ATs for me.
Right.
So those 2 concerts were my top ones. And I saw NTC when Oksana was away with our other sister. And it was a really good experience as well. I feel like for ATs, my experience was better because we had better seats.
Okay. It was also different concert venues, right?
It was different venues, yeah. It was slightly smaller, 30-something thousand, 37,000.
I mean, it can hold 47,000, but I don't think it wasn't sold out.
It wasn't fully sold out, yeah. It was pretty close sold out. And then we had phenomenal seats, so we could see all the acting, the dancing.
Center.
Yeah. Scotiabank Arena.
Scotiabank. I keep calling it Rogers Center. It will forever be Rogers Center.
It's true.
No, it will forever be Skydome. That's the OG.
That's the other one.
Good lord.
I know. They keep renaming things every 5 years. We can't keep track.
Anyway, so the good about Stray Kids.
The good about Stray Kids was their dancing. The energy level was insane. The concert was June 29th. We went to. Mm-hmm. It was a Sunday.
Hot summer.
It was 30-something degrees, 35 plus high, like
not a fucking cloud in
not
the
a
sky.
cloud in the sky, not a cloud in the sky whatsoever. And it was like The sun is right there. The concert started at 7:30, and this was right after the like the summer equinox. So it's the sun is out and shining until past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like full blast. Full blast. It's open air.
Because it was an open concert.
And it was great experience in that sense. I felt for them because we were dying in our seats.
In like
outfits. Yeah, I can't imagine being in full costume with full makeup with lights on
with
you.
Like pleather or
probably leather, let's be honest.
Then, probably leather outfits.
Yes. And then moving.
Giving it 110%.
Like 110%. So good. So good. Like
I agree. The energy. So also worthy of mentioning, we had floor seats. 0 to 10, do not recommend. However,
true that.
Comparing when we had, what is it, side?
Side seats. I don't know.
On the risers, on the stands or whatever, for Blackpink, being on the floor, having the view.
If you're 6 feet tall and plus.
Okay, no, I was going to say having the view of the screens, because they were like midgets. You could not see, mind you, they're short. I wear my glasses, but still there were like ants, right? Because we were so far away on the floor. But being on the floor, it was like a giant party. So when the streamers came up, when all the things, when the fireworks kind of happen, it kind of happens over you. And I found that to be really, mind you, they are, what's the term? Bias? No, they're my favorite band. Bias is like who's your favorite, right?
Yeah, they're your bias.
So they're my favorite band, a group. They're not a band, they do not play instruments. They're my favorite group. And I loved like every single song. I knew every single song. I tore a ligament because I danced so much.
She did. She really did.
And my ankles have not been
the
better
same.
since it has been a month.
Going to concerts though is not helping her healing journey.
However, but when we were at Blackpink and we had proper seats on the side, and it was like
on the risers,
it was on the risers, and we were right beside kind of like the stage. So you can kind of see everything, you kind of get a nice bird's eye view. I felt a bit left out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the concert. We were there with my kid as well. She enjoyed it. It was great, and it was a lot safer for my ankles. But it wasn't the same vibe.
Yeah. The energy, I feel like, was not there.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like they might have saved a little bit of money by not having the side screens.
Their energy as a girl group also was lacking. Mind you, I saw videos of, so like the people in the pit, when they took videos of them doing it, and their comments were like, the performance was phenomenal, the girls were outstanding, they slayed. And maybe it's because we didn't really kind of see that. We didn't have the side screen, so we only relied on
the main screen,
on the cameraman and like capturing it on the main screen. So if they didn't capture that, we kind of missed some of it.
That's true. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that one.
But yeah, it didn't feel as energetic. Would I see them again? No.
You wouldn't.
Mind you, it's now my kid's favorite group, so I probably would be there next time around. Well, thank you. But I would see Stray Kids again.
Yeah. Oh, Stray Kids, ATs, yeah. What?
I would pay.
Yeah. How much?
What is it? It was like 1,000 or 3,000. Okay, I wouldn't pay 3,000. I'd pay a maximum of $1,000. If it was $1,000 to be in the pit, it was $1,000 for Blackpink, so it's probably 3,000. But I would pay money to see them because I wanted to see. I was disappointed, so that was the good. The bad was we were on the floor. We paid $250, $230 each, and we got like 4 tickets. I thought I would see them.
Yeah, I thought I would
I did not see them.
Yeah.
With my eyeballs.
Yeah.
So next time I would pay more to actually be able to see them dance and perform, because what I really like about Stray Kids is their stage presence and their interactions with the crowd. Oh, interactions!
Yeah.
So we've been to regular concerts.
It's true.
Not that many, but we've been.
Thankfully, not that many.
We've been to regular non-K-pop concerts, and the people don't generally interact that much.
Yeah.
So I was really, really surprised how Stray Kids really bonded. And they like talked about the venue. They talked about how they were like so happy to be here, first time in Canada, and they had a lot of like their own banter, which was really, really cool. Versus Blackpink.
They did like very limited banter and very limited interaction with the crowd.
And it was mostly like Rosé trying to bond, and then she's like, "How are you guys doing?" 10 times.
Yeah, a lot.
We're still fine, girl. How are you?
Yeah, that's true. Like, I know, I did wish like Jisoo like made him more of a interactive. I know like between Rosé and Lisa, like who are the most, I guess, comfortable with the English language, which granted they both like sing English.
But mind you, Jenny
and so was
too,
Jenny too. But like I feel like Jenny was a little more reserved. If it was Rosé first for interactions, then it was Lisa, then it was Jenny, and then Jisoo. Right? But like obviously Jisoo also has her career in K-dramas.
Wait, what?
Because she acts. Yeah.
I did not know. Oh my god.
She acts. Yeah, she acts as well.
That's exciting.
I know we need to look up some K-dramas with Jisoo in it, or see what she's acting in now, filming, I guess. But yeah, the like when we saw NTC, the one you went there was a lot of interacting with the crowd as well. And I feel like ATEEZ did a lot of interacting with the crowd as well, right?
Yeah,
there was always a couple of people talking. Obviously, not everybody's as fluent in English as everybody else in the band. Group. Like completely understandable, but yeah, they did try to like commit to their audience and be there and be present in a way.
Now that you mention it, is it because Blackpink only has 4 members and Stray Kids has I don't know how many NTC has, 9, 8?
Yeah, so NTC has like there's 8 of them, and then they also have like rotating ones. Yeah, because the boy bands do tend to be larger than the girl groups, right? So that's the other thing.
So maybe they literally were there's like twice as many people, right? So twice as much like stage presence, and they could fill out the whole stage.
So the other thing is like we both wanted to go see Card when they were here, and they were here twice already, and we're gonna try see again.
$50,
and it was only like $50, but it was just
smaller venue, which means
more interaction with the crowd.
No assigned seating, so you could.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and see if they come again, which I think they definitely will come again because they came twice last year.
Yeah, I hope they come.
I hope they come again. We actually get to see them this time. Unless, we find out on the day of the concert.
We'll go to the military.
Yeah, it's true.
Because one of
Let's forget the military drafts.
Yeah, one of them just came back.
So with the size of the venues we talked about, we both like. When do you think K-pop became like more mainstream, and not just mainstream and like streaming services, Spotify, YouTube, things like that, but like more mainstream to have the ability to book out shows and like sell out in different countries and do these world tours? Like when did more North Americans become aware of them?
So I know sometimes the Comic-Con and all those things kind of will bring in. Like I know there's is it K-Con or K-pop or something like that? Yeah. There's venues like was it 2019, 2017 where they had like 5 bands. Oh my gosh, why do I keep calling them bands?
Her husband's in a band. She's used to that word.
5 groups coming, but they were at conventions, that's the word. So they have them at conventions, but I feel like finally the groups can sell out stadiums without conventions.
And I think in North America, we became very aware of the popularity, not just but like listening to the songs on like the top 100 or like Spotify, the top streaming services that we all subscribe to, obviously, but also when Blackpink was a headliner at Coachella in 2023, and then we tried our best last year to go to where, Xana?
Lollapalooza!
To see who?
Stray Kids!
Yeah. We did not manage to do that.
Did not work.
Did not work. A lot of money and not enough time.
Try to coerce my husband to drive us, which would be the cheapest thing. But when I started looking, the date they were playing was already sold out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of
that was
slim.
The other thing. Yeah.
But I think actually going on, and I was having a chat with my husband about this because he also went to Stray Kids. He said, and he's been like going to concerts for the past 19 years. He said he would love to see them at a festival.
Yeah.
Because the vibes are so much different than at a concert venue. And obviously you're not going to have, probably not going to have 50,000 people at a festival and stuff. So you can kind of weave through, kind of have the vibe.
Well, we've seen the Stray Kids Lollapalooza
show
last year, last year festival show. And their level of interaction with the crowd, their level of
on YouTube.
On YouTube. Their level of like engagement and theatrics and costume changes. And the other thing is like what I noticed between Stray Kids, NTC, and ATEEZ and Blackpink was the costume changes with the men were so much quicker than with the women. Like there was such a massive lull in between the sets.
Blackpink?
Yeah, and so they had four
acts.
Yeah.
And with Stray Kids, it felt like there was maybe like one or two, maybe like I remember one.
And they started before. Like Stray Kids started right on the dot at 7:30, and they went until 11:15. Like straight.
They went
with like
longer,
a 2 or 3 minute costume changes, nothing over 5, guaranteed. Blackpink went on. It was supposed to start at 8. It went on at 8:20.
We just got to the venue at 8, so kind of worked out for us.
It worked out for us. It was perfect. But if you were you were there ahead of time, you wanted to check out the venue, which is huge.
Buying like merch and all that kind of stuff. You're there for a few hours.
And then they started doing their encores at 11. Right? So there was that. We left just after the first encore because we needed to go. But yeah.
Because we know
how long it takes to get home from that venue.
Stray Kids.
Yeah.
Which we were also very smart. Like in Stray Kids, we had all adults. So we all kind of like booked it knowing. And there were still like lull kind of moments. And we're like, whoa, we're so lucky. And then we saw videos of a bunch of people who like got stuck in that 50,000 people jam. And they had to wait and they were feeling overwhelmed and all that kind of jazz. So going to Blackpink with my kid who's like 8 years old, we were like, no, we can't stay for all of the encores.
No, of course.
We gotta book it because we will be screwed.
Yeah, and like we noticed that a lot of in the season we have for Blackpink, there was a lot more of the Gen Alpha generation, a lot more kids, a lot more like teenagers, younger teenagers going on. And like you have a theory about that. Like why did we see so many more kids and like teens and
well, Blackpink I think is more geared towards children, not geared towards children. It's more palatable for children because they're a pretty girl pop group, but also because Kpop Demon Hunters just came out.
That's true.
Which we saw recently.
It's really good.
I've actually been listening to their songs on repeat.
So now my Spotify is like trying to give them to me as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah. Wait, without you listening to it?
No, but my phone listens to everything. So, hi iPhone, I love you. Hi Siri, I love you. Thanks for being in my life, making me here.
Hello, Diana.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
No, but like we talked about this, the level of community and inclusivity that K-pop has, and everybody's welcome. Everybody's trading their stickers. Everybody's taking pictures of each other.
There's
have that awkwardness
before the event kind of community for sure. We did when we got into K-pop, actually what kind of kept us in it is we did a lot of K-pop dance
classes,
which we aren't dancers.
We're not dancers.
So that was really interesting. And I've noticed there's a huge trend, like my kid's friend is in a K-pop dance group. So that's becoming more mainstream amongst the kids.
Yeah. But it's also like at each concert you go to for ATEEZ, Stray Kids, and Blackpink, they do the cams. of the people dancing and the dance challenges, which is so cool, so cute, it's so inclusive.
Yeah.
The camera goes on you and you do your best. It doesn't have to be the dance they have.
I can't imagine Drake or any of those doing that. It's true. Aside from going to like, let's say like North American kind of.
Like, can you imagine Dragons or Coldplay do like outside of the kiss cams that they do, which is so North American?
Yes.
And destroys lives clearly. Based on the controversy going on right now. Yeah.
Like there's a meme saying that this is your sign to take your wife to that concert, or otherwise she'll take her boyfriend.
Also true.
Or taking your wife.
Why don't you just go with your family to a K-pop concert where everyone's going to enjoy it?
Take your wife to the concert to save your marriage. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Or I've seen also the trend of the wives. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go shopping. I'm gonna make sure my husband's too broke to be able to afford Coldplay tickets. I'm like, I understand that sentiment.
So there's a lot more community within the K-pop culture. There's a lot of I haven't experienced it, but I've seen it on like social media. Just a lot of like trading of their like cards, stickers, and like.
Yeah,
fan memorabilia that they make, and they kind of share that.
Yeah, like the same thing with like Taylor Swift with the bracelets. Everybody's making those, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that builds the community and experience. Yeah, so I feel like that's one of the main reasons we enjoy it so much.
And K-pop Demon Hunters, I think, was the number one movie. Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, the number one movie in. Like
10 countries
in like on Netflix, and it just came out June 20th.
Yeah,
like, so what are we?
We're July 30th, 29th, July 29th. So it's been a month, just a little over a month, and they were talking about.
But it hit number one within like 1 week. Like,
and it's in the top 10 for 93 countries. Number one in 10 countries, and you said they were talking about submitting the song for
a few of the songs for the Oscars.
For original songs and tracks, which is awesome because they're very catchy, they're very inclusive, they are about things that are happening in the world right now, you know, talking about how different you can be, which is also a great thing.
Okay to be different.
Exactly, so which is another great thing about K-pop. And I know there's the negative things that happen behind the scenes that we don't see as a consumer, but are aware. But that's in every industry, obviously. Not that I'm saying that that's completely okay. It's not. Everybody should have like safe labor practices and standards set into place. You know, especially when it comes to like children and kids in that industry, because it is hard work. It's just like child actors, just like which both of us were. Just like
K-pop stars or trainees or whatnot. Yeah, they start as early as like 13-ish, 12, 13, living alone in dorms.
Yeah,
sometimes,
exactly.
Like, far away from their families. So no, for sure.
In different countries in some cases, because you see like the stories like Felix, he traveled
from Australia
and was living there since he was like 17.
Thailand, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right, so we see that happening, but it seems like
K-pop's becoming more mainstream.
It definitely is, and like we definitely enjoy it. Well, we are aware of that a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that might not be the case, but majority of it, just like any other industry, is very positive and very inclusive and very positive towards their fans, which is you know what I mean. They don't feel the level of entitlement that you sometimes get from North American bands and groups and artists. Almost like, oh, I'm here, you need to serve me. No,
it is like completely opposite.
Yes.
So the bands are like bowing down to their fans.
Gratitude.
And the fans, so they're called what, netizens?
Yeah, netizens.
That is the one thing.
Yeah.
The ugly, I would say, about this. The good, the bad, the ugly. The ugly, I would say, about K-pop is the netizens'
sway.
Sense of entitlement. Okay, so Stray Kids, was it last year, 2 years ago? The red carpet. They went to the Met. Was it the Met Gala?
Yeah. Last year. Yeah.
So
the year before.
The year before.
Yeah.
So this is 2 Met Galas ago. Stray Kids. Tommy Hilfiger.
Sorry.
Stray Kids was invited to go to the Met with Tommy Hilfiger. And when they went, Stray Kids has their own, like Korean culture generally has their own way of like interacting with media and like kind of like what they do as a group and whatever, right? And they're very in unison kind of thing. So they're not really like individual, you don't really view them individual as people in front of the camera. You view them as a group, as a whole kind of thing. That's kind of what they give off of. So the media that was at the event was making fun of them, and those clips came out online, and netizens, aka the fans in Korea, went as so far as to what did they do to that one cameraman? They like ruined his life. They found out like where he lived, where he worked. Like it was insane the amount of pull and vengeance they had. So
they have it's a very
the ugly.
The society is very righteous.
Yes.
Right, and they have a very clear distinction of right and wrong. And when you,
but they felt a sense of entitlement, so they do have that very much. That
they do.
So that I think. I don't know if I would say if it was good that they messed with that person's life. They definitely taught that person
a lesson.
A very, very hard lesson.
Yeah. Hopefully when I'm assuming it's a he, can bounce back from. It's always a he.
It's always a he.
It's always a he.
It's always the white male that runs his mouth.
Yeah, and unaware of who he's running his mouth against. And it's not just the group itself. It can be people who are behind the group.
Base, which they're very popular.
Huge.
What's the most dense part? It's like Asia and India. Those are like the most dense parts. Populated, like you cannot fuck
you can't.
K-pop groups.
Yeah. Well, on that note, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yes. What are we gonna go see next?
So in August, we are hopefully getting tickets for Baby Monster. Another K-pop girl brand.
Which just came out last year.
Yeah.
So they are fifth
generation. Yeah, exactly. So I want to see, like, they have very catchy tunes. They have great music. Like, the videos look great. And I really want to see if they bring that stage presence, that energy that I've come to expect, honestly, from K-pop groups.
Do you know who else is coming to Toronto?
No, who?
Cat's Eye.
Ooh, when is that?
Okay, so Cat's Eye came out last year.
Okay.
And
so 5th gen as well.
5th gen, and they are comprised of two girls from South Korea, a girl from, I think 2 girls from US, 1 girl from Australia, a girl from UK, and another girl from Europe somewhere. Anyway, so it's the first K-pop group that is majority non-K-pop, and they sing the songs like 90%
in English.
And their dancing is North American sexualized. Ooh. And this is the first time where a lot of like K-pop groups have to be more demure, especially particularly girls, right?
Yeah.
Boys can be more sexualized, but girls have to be very demure. Yes, they're wearing short skirts, they're wearing like
shorts underneath,
safety shorts or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
But these girls are like full on shaking their asses.
Yeah.
They're full on like North American style dancing.
Yeah, North American in like 2000s dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
They already have a bigger following, twice as many listeners on Spotify than Stray Kids and Blackpink, who have been around longer and who have toured and who have done, like particularly Blackpink, they've done, Rose did Apate with Bruno Mars. You have Lisa,
who does a bunch of different solos. Jenny, so many different solos.
Yeah, exactly. So all of them have their own solo careers, which have quite a pull. Then Blackpink as a group has a pull, and they are no match for Cat's Eye. That literally just.
But I think a lot of it is based off the fact that they have such a they come from such diverse places, so they have they're not building an audience from one country.
Oh, I see.
I think a lot of the audience, like they have their own pull from different countries and different regions, so maybe that is contributing to it, as well as like, you know, obviously,
the hype, and this is something
the hype,
something
the whatnot,
different.
and then you know, as sad as it is, like sex does sell. That's the largest industry,
and they are
oldest
allowed to be sexy, which
because they're not Korean, like mostly Korean.
But it's a K-pop group.
I know, the juxtaposition of it all.
It is insane.
I know.
So all this to say, I think their tickets would be on par with T-Swift.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get November.
November. Okay. Well, we'll try our best. We will definitely try our best.
But like,
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Thank you for joining us on our first episode, and I hope you enjoyed.
Cheers. See you next time.